Raising Dion is back on Netflix. I'm super excited to talk about it. So let's talk about the second season. Welcome back, movie watchers. Thank you guys for stopping by my channel. If this is the first time you are on my channel, I really do appreciate you clicking on this video. Raising Dion is back for a second season. I did not check out the first season when it did release on Netflix. I watched it before watching the second season. I love the blend of the sci-fi moments with the realistic moments, and watching this young kid Dion discover his powers while also trying to protect his mother and learn about his father, who was played by Michael B. Jordan in the first season. So second season really builds on the world that is crafted in the first season and discovering more of Dion and his powers. I found the end of season 1 to be very surprising with the reveal that Pat was the crooked man. Very effective moment that really did challenge Dion. As we see in the trailer for Raising Dion season 2, Pat returns in a really complicated, intriguing way that just adds another level to Pat. Very mysterious level to it. I don't want to go into too much detail with Pat in season 2, but I definitely think it paid off. Raising Dion season 2 is a really enjoyable season. I really like the first season, and I do enjoy the second season as much as that first season. What makes season 2 work so well is that Dion is starting to become a little more comfortable with his abilities, and he's discovering a lot more about himself. He's training with people. He is using his abilities to help out people. And so we get to see him just go full in with all of his abilities, and we get to see him try to help people in his neighborhood. He has his two friends that help him out. We get a lot of focus on his two friends in school and the friendship that builds all throughout season 2. And so he's becoming a very confident character, and he's still challenged with a lot. And that's what I loved about the first season. Now the second season has that nice blend of sci-fi moments, but also trying to make it very realistic, that this young boy is struggling with a lot. He still wants to know more about his father. He is eager to help people out, but he has to remain grounded, and he has to go to school, and he's struggling with all of that while just learning about himself because he's so young. And so I love the approach to this series, trying to make it the most realistic way possible while also incorporating those heavy sci-fi moments, because it really does build on that first season, and discovering more about his abilities and the company that his father had worked for, and how his mother and his aunt are involved with it as well. We have this new character named Braden that is controlled by the crooked man. We were introduced to Braden's story within the first season, and it adds for some complications within season 2, because you can tell that they want to be friends, Dion and Braden, and there is some development for that relationship, but Braden is brainwashed by the crooked man. And so we have our main villain here, and I think that it's not as intimidating as the crooked man, the first full form in the first season with Pat. It was large, it was terrifying, it killed people. The second season with Braden is a little less intimidating and a little less sinister, but I do think that it was effective enough to have a lot of challenges for Dion, and how he wanted to help Braden, but Braden was controlled by that crooked man. So I really like what they did with Braden, having him be such a young kid, and have that villain in here that did work, even if it wasn't as menacing or as impactful as that first season. It still was really good. It is way more action-packed than the first season, since we aren't introducing his powers. We know about them right away, and we see a lot of training montages and we see a lot of him trying to protect his family. It is really action-packed, and since he is becoming more confident with himself, he's able to use different abilities, and it makes a lot of the moments very flashy and really action-packed. And the visuals too are stunning with a lot of these sequences. Now, it's very interesting what they did with Pat. Right away when they did reveal that Pat was back, it was very shocking. The relationship between Dion's mother, Nicole, and Pat did not end very well. So there's a lot of hatred towards Pat from a lot of characters in season 2, and he's just really feeling it. But he wants to help out. He saw the Crooked Man on television. He wants to help out since he no longer has that Crooked Man energy. And so I'm honestly questioning his motives several times throughout. Is he going to go back to his old ways, or is he going to be someone entirely new? And that adds for a lot of those intriguing moments within season 2 as we watch Pat evolve into this character that is able to assist people after what had happened in that first season. There's just a lot of things to appreciate when it comes to Raising Dion season 2. From Brayden, this young kid who is possessed by the Crooked Man energy, to the introduction of Pat once again, to how the mother, Nicole, is a really key player in season 2, and her sister, Dion's aunt, has a lot to do as well. The characters that were slowly introduced in season 1 have a more significant role this time around. But that heavy sci-fi feel to it is also accompanied by just a young kid trying to discover who he is, navigate school. It's very realistic for a show that does focus on superpowers and training and fighting off against supervillains. Those moments are really great, but the themes for the show and the personality to Dion and the characteristics and the development all works for this series to make it a really likable show. Dion is a really enjoyable character to watch, and I just loved that nice blend throughout season 2. And season 1 had that, but season 2 is able to build on everything that was set up in that first season. So if you liked season 1 of Raising Dion, I'm sure season 2 will just please you. It is a little less intimidating than the first season, but it's still very urgent when it comes to the threat of the Crooked Man. It works throughout season 2. So before I give you my score for Raising Dion season 2 on Netflix, make sure to check out my channel. Here I do movie reviews, trailer reactions, ranking videos, tier lists, all that fun movie related content that you see on YouTube. I do it all here, so hit that subscribe button to get it all in one spot. I'm going to go ahead and give Raising Dion season 2 a B+. Thank you guys for checking my review for Raising Dion season 2 on Netflix. Have you guys seen it by chance? What'd you think about it? Let me know in the comment section down below, and stay tuned for more up and coming content like this. My name is Just Watches Movies, and you guys stay classy, YouTube.